continue letting go, say, no, something planning, do a can yes from them. What's up? Yeah, my attack, my idea. My attack, my idea. My attack, my idea. Oh, my attack, my idea. See the power, say, oh, like you. My young than is a lover. I've been yet to go. I've been yet to get the young diver. Say you go and say, my young one is a young pa. Yes, sir, for my young. We'll so just say, oh, like you. I trouble, I yes, I die. On the side of your eye, you, my dear, or try your forever. Why you pay your play? I'll be on your play. Put like yourself, you put like young man, you. I say, oh, by now. You are standing in a glass, say, oh, my dear. You should just say, oh, just say, oh, let you just say, oh. Hey, my yourself, I'm like, what you looking? I say, oh, like you. This is a special birthday song for that dog. Jawali Jonetta Wele. We say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your new age. The graduate daughter, not forgetting Shannon Taylor for Chicken Air. We want to remember her late daughter, Yolo Jira Wayne Taylor. Rest well. Not forgetting Brother Tony Wele Patu. Yasina So in Taxi. Mother Teresa playing on soul in Rhode Island. Yeah, we are traveling. Edward, your birthday, Edward Lusso, Capiada. I say, oh, God, you. I say, oh, I didn't know. I say, oh, I do this, wow, God, you. Until Orito So in Rhode Island. I said, my, until Helena, Poa, Rhode Island. Uncle Tommy So in Liberia. But you let Uncle Stanley So. Yes, young. Says Angie in Rhode Island. Anita Zian, Minnesota. Apogitro, wow, like you. Jonetta, where did you drop wow? Or I see what I say, when your person looking, when your person looking, when your person looking, when your person looking, you just say, oh, like you. No, I bleed Daniela, not run on the way. You say, get it. I'm behind your throw. When I go, Alfonso So, I go like you. Many thanks to Mr. Alfonso So in the US. And now Alfonso Zian So, they could be up waking. I try to say, what's your go at York? Congratulations to that Jawali Jonetta Wele. It is your birthday. I just say, oh, God, you better more like you. A congress now, whenever. And when you are, not forgetting the cousins of the celebrant. Anita Zian in Minnesota. Director, Minnesota. Uncle Jerry So, Rhode Island. And some important personality here, right? Not forgetting our late father, Johnny Zian So. Rest well, father. My birthday So, rest well. My next So, listen, we are in a double celebration. Congratulations. It is your graduation and your birthday as well. We say happy birthday, congratulations. Our medical director. We want to say many thanks to all of the friends who attended the occasion. Dr. Jawali, extend our thanks and appreciation to you all. We call her Dr. Jawali Jonetta Wele. Kano, what's up? In Blabo, Gano. Moyon Maya in Blabo. In my way, Gano. and did my yo, I found the soul and my yo again. Yes, the purpose looking where, the purpose looking. We are going to test it in the US. I'm going to be there. Celebration. I say, oh God, my your person looking, you just say, oh God, no, dim blabo jao, no, dim blabo jao, Yanata blabo jao, Yanata way blabo jao, Gladia, Yanata well, blabo jao, no, dim blabo jao, blabo jao, and I don't have your move. Dato, Jawali, Jonathan, Wele. Mr. Alfonso Sianso, say congratulations to you. Well done.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Do you want to share your events with the world? Why not contact us? We are Liberia Public Radio, LPR. We are the specialists in advertisements, commercials, radio and TV services. We have the professionals that can help you sell your products and provide live coverage of all events, such as weddings, conventions, graduations, reunions, anniversaries, sports, birthdays, baby showers, religious activities, funerals, and many more. Take your phone right now and call any of the following numbers: 682-433-8802, 267-648-6089, 484-786-3337, or 916-533-2048. Our customer service representatives are waiting to take your calls and give you the needed assistance. It is LPR, the home of excellent media services, and your friends in business. Hello listeners, this is Mazola, the lover boy. I'd like to invite you to this exciting program. It is called Dancing for Jesus. It is intended to play beautiful inspirational music to help you turn your life to God. Join me on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is our way of showing appreciation to God for the good things He has done for us and continue to do. Don't miss this opportunity. Join Mazola Gizi on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the program Dancing for Jesus. Please be there because I will be here to rock it up for you.
What is important in any democracy is the constitution and the rules that we go by. Because we set the rules of the game before we start to play. Okay? We don't make it up as we go along.
Good evening. So, I want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. I am Alfonso Z, and so in today's editions of All Things Considered, right here on the Diaspora Informative News Magazine. Thank you for joining us. Good evening. So I want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. I am Alfonso Z, and so right here this evening on the Diaspora Informative News Magazine. That is Liberia Public Radio. Today is Wednesday, and this is All Things Considered right here at airing from the New England Bureau Decks from the ocean state of Rhode Island. Very beautiful, quiet evening here. Hopefully you're having the same weather right NBA here in the USA, in Liberia, or other parts of the world. We say thank you so much for sharing your evening. Of course, our man, Momolo, is in our. Thank you so much for joining us. Carissa, how are you? Man, Stephen is marching in from the Twin Cities of Minneapolis. Good evening. Good to have you. As usual, we're always here to have this conversation. And we really do appreciate your time here with us, because with all you guys, we can't just not have this sort of conversation that we are having. It is because of you, because of the good of our country. We have these diverse, tense conversations. We agree and disagree. But we do understand having these civil conversations is good for our country without us being very disrespectful to one another, but respectfully disagree and airing our views, opinions about our country, how the country is being run, regardless of our own political attachment. This is the beauty of this network, and this is why we strongly believe in you for always being here to no matter what. Because sometimes things that we talk here, and some of the pundits, they put down your political leaders, they demean your political party, but yet you still hang in there. This is a clear indication that it's not even about us, it's not even about you, but you are in this fight for the goods of the country, and that the country must prosper, because all of us, you, myself, then Liberia is older than us. All of these people that are acting players, remember, there will come a time they will fade away, because people were in those positions. So every day there's a night. For every night there's a day. So they are having their own season. And that time will pass. They will transition into different form. And we know how many presidents we have, including transitional, collective, interims, all of that. But yeah, we still have Liberia. Where are they today? So this is why it's so much vital, it's so much important for all of us to put the interest of the country first, regardless of our support to our political institutions. So don't get me wrong, I am not stopping you. I am not suggesting in any form or shape that do not believe in your political party, do not believe in your political leader. But what I'm saying, believe in your country. Hold your leaders accountable when it is not done right. Because you know why? There were other leaders were there before. And there will be more leaders to come. There will be folks that will fade away from the stage. They will come and serve. Whether they serve bad, they serve good, but they will serve. They will play their part. They will come and go. Some are dead, some still alive. But the country called Republic of Liberia would never be dead. And so that is why it's so much important that we exercise maximum restraint and be tolerant into our national conversations. Let's have a second thought. Let's season our thought. Don't allow the word to come out and then you have, I should have said this, because then that now makes all humans. The reason we are human beings is we must consider our thought very well. We must season our thought. We must be careful what we put out. We must understand as we speak to people that somebody might also be speaking to you. So how would you like for somebody to speak to you, to call you, or to address you? We must take into considerations all of these critical points in our days' life. Just how you want to be respected, just how you want to be treated. You must understand others wants to be treated. We want to welcome you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us here. As usual, we're always here to have these sort of conversation. Whether it's for, it's against, we will have these painful conversation because they don't usually go your way. It's always not your taste. So when it is not your taste, somehow, some way, it is painful, but we need to have them. And we must give you the opportunity to tell your version, to tell your side of the story. What I would like here now is not about us, it's about the country. Even if we criticize the president, does that suggest that we against or we antagonistic to the president? For me, absolutely not. Because we are cautious, we're calling on the president, we're calling on the administration to do the same. It's the same as the opposition as well. But of course, they will always pick on what about the fines. And that's the role of the opposition. They were there to reconstruct, to reinterpret, to retweet. That's fine. But at the same time, we call on the government to do what is right. Regardless of your support to this government, it's incumbent upon all of us to be honest in our national conversation. Time check is 8:24 Eastern Standard Time, and these the Friday editions of All Things Considered. But what is going on between the executive and that of the first branch of government? Unleash and a sitting senator. Quite fascinating. Hearing from the Deputy Minister of Information for Public Affairs, who is one of the official spokespersons of the government, is speaking out. Your thoughts, and what are you considering this evening? Is it a drugs problem, the infrastructure, education, agriculture? What is on your mind? This is a program that's perfectly suited to express, to speak your mind. And we will have the conversation. This is All Things Considered. Thank you so much and welcome to the show.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Just call today, just in case you want to travel, whether in Africa, Europe, and in parts of the world. Ayana's Dream is the best place to go. To just tell them Alfonso Z and Soul, and LPR gives you this message, and trust me, you are going to get extra discount just for doing that. It's one of our own, so Liberia owned business. So it is important, it is vital that we give patronage to one of our own, because the more they excel in their business, the more the business prospers. Who knows? It would transition to Liberia, even it could be right here, and there are other people going to be benefited. So that is very, very much important. Welcome. Kaba is in the house, of course. Nira is here. Believe from why? Is that from Kentucky? Nira is here. Or as the man went to Lofa, the Tobogi. Still, everything he's saying he just going solo. You want to make sure to see how the caller say, I don't know who all he met there. You reach what's his name? Dumuya from Guinea to see what's going on to the border. Sister Goya, good evening. Good to have you. Welcome, man. You really had a great time inside there, seeing a lot of pictures with man Joka and all. I think you're in the fry. I feel sorry for what's his name? Tiawan Gonglo. You gone from Gonglo already. That one there, let he be your own with God. But we want to welcome you. We say thank you so much. Very shortly, the analysts is going to join us yet. And once they are here, we'll get the ball rolling. And even if they are not, we have the ability to keep the conversations going to a higher height. And of course, you also will be participating, which is, of course, is a good thing. In tonight's editions, all things considered, perhaps what I'm considering is not in mind. And so once we have the number posted, trust me, you can also participate to speak your mind and on some of the things, progress being made, your dissatisfaction, what you want to see your government doing. So that is very vital. It is the people that we're going to talk to. Is it tomorrow that what his name? This guy who what his name? The guy who was put inside. Tomorrow they're going to free him too. He's going to gain redemptions or what? I'm wondering whether he will come back. He will still caught. They are making to sound some serious notes. He needs to give some statement in three major publications. Those are the terms and conditions. Yeah, people have to be trained forcibly too. Yeah, what are your radio talk show hosts, your podcast hosts, or your whatever? This thing comes with responsibility and physical discipline. You want people to listen to you. We can't just be there. We can't just continue to have people have their way, even when that way infringes on other people's civil liberties. So that way, then the law comes in. You know, my late grandma used to say, for every time, they listen to me, they say, government. So they always say, but who their government here? Their government must be a rich person. Everything government arrest this person, government jail this person, their government eat this person money. So the government, so I said, oh man, you just said the government. He said, oh, a government too? I said, yeah. So she was wondering why a government, an old lady or old man or young boy, because they kept every time government. Okay, so that's it is. So let's have a conversation. Our own man, Terry Collins, the senior analyst of the Liberia Public Radio based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a strong supporter of President Jose Nyoman Boakai is here. We're going to be having a conversation here this evening. What is he considering? What is in his political playbook? These and many more will unleash right here on LPR. Stay tuned. I will be right back. Okay, so enter here comes the link. Is that welcome our man Prince Sharif, a strong supporter of the former ruling establishment. Tari, are you ready? I'm going to usher you in right now. So let's see here. Koto, the link is there. I thought you were on vacation. I saw your picture in the Bahamas, so I didn't know. Maybe you're there. You're going to be joining us. Trevor Collins.
Yeah, Mr. So, how you doing, sir?
Good evening. How are you, my dear brother and friend?
We are here doing great. How are you as well and the family?
All right. God money ours.
It's a good thing.
I'm trying to talk with the executive mansion to see whether we can have some sort of consultancy.
Oh, yeah?
My man. To be opposition in Africa and the world is unable. We're gonna wait after 2029. Where you know what's going to happen in 2029? You gotta get your own before 2029.
Exactly. You gotta start laying your net.
What? No future. We're already in the future. They think what a politician there. Oh, don't worry. When we get there, as soon as they get there, they get new people telephone number, your own date. They say, oh, my man. Yeah, we have seen that happening, So if you wait for the future date. Beatrice, good to have you. Good evening.
Well, yes, I hope Keto do not come and attack you for your own position, though.
Keto is confused, is diffused. He's one of the disappointed. He doesn't know what he wants. One day he would this, one day he reaction, one day is another person here. This man that had a convention here, I don't think he didn't even go there.
Oh, they said the convention was a secret meeting, actually, and nothing should be discussed that was discussed in the convention.
Well, your strategy is to provoke praying. What you call secret meeting? The thing
but in our Prince Sherry said that, Keto said they're not coming to discuss anything. Labour called them on the show to come and talk. They say they ain't coming because they know that Labour has some technical questions to ask.
I reached out to them. And not just only them. That's a problem with all of these institutions. And they always, for some reason, they assume or they believe. Sometimes your conversations is directed at them wrongfully, so they really don't want to participate. They feel comfortable going to their own place. But the thing about it here, the strategy here, why waste time with your own base? They already in your color.
That's the thing.
They already have you. They already have your back. So go to some rough terrain. Let other people see your other side to say, oh, we thought this person is there with. But all of them does that. And not just only the government as well. The few. The George Lobo that used to be here every day. Can you see George Lobo now? What his position?
The man in the oil.
Is he a rover ambassador?
The man, I don't know. I will call him. I don't know if the cardboard on the train or is the. But the man is a float for the rescue mission. The man can move anywhere, anytime. It's a float.
Body man. So I think the man hanging on with people within the inner cycle. So.
But I was saying, the man is the president friend. The president friend.
You know what it means to be a friend to the president? Man.
Exactly.
True. Yeah, but anyway, Mr. Collins, thank you as usual, always being here. I couldn't join you guys were on yesterday, right?
Yeah, we're on our regular Tabata yesterday, but
yeah, completely.
But yeah, we had a good show.
I'm not sure. I was in there, so you had.
You see,
yes, talking your own to a couple of calls. Later night, say, "Oh man, you're not there, I know. Oh, we can't even understand the revenue now."
But why the seditious can be worried that you must be on the show, and all of that?
Terry,
are they afraid that you will change the course of things if you are not there? Labor will misbehave or something. Do you think that had a thing?
I didn't say sedition, so why you want to pull my word?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Say our follower, our listeners. I don't know. I didn't ask for the identity. All you're trying to do here.
You don't know them. You acting that JMBO. You want to say you don't know the people.
You're trying to get us across a Prince Sharivia this evening. This is a strategy. We're not even listening to what you're saying.
People listening to it. You're listening to it.
All right, this is a Wednesday program. All things considered, obviously, you're going to look at your own political playbook. But one of the things I want to talk about, what is going on with Sano and Amara Kane. Kane is with. Hey, he was part of the system, but from all indication, it seems that he's already out. But let me play this here, courtesy of some network. It's on the social media. What his name? He's not backing down as well. What his name? Sano Johnson. Is that Sano Johnson, right? The deputy minister?
No, the Daniel Sano.
Daniel Sano. Thank you. So let's how you want to, what's that? So let's listen to this. This is Daniel Sano. There are two short interview. I listened to it, and that's quite fascinating. Let's listen to this one here.
If the president is support of some of the decision that you make here in information,
why would the president doesn't support, he doesn't condone? The president has a reason for putting some of us here, right? The president has repeatedly expressed confidence in a team of people he got here. To the best of my knowledge, I'm operating within the scope of my work.
Do you regret your words used on Senator Amara Kane, asking him to go to the mosque to seek forgiveness?
What is there to regret? Trying to evoke the religious cult because he wants to evade the real issue was a lazy strategy. He's carrying himself as an integrity icon, the all-knowing Amara Kane. Let his opponent stop trying to evoke religious sentiment and speak to the issue that I raised. If he's a sinner, he needs repentance. It'll be very disrespectful of me, knowing that he's a Muslim, but then they go to the church. It will be very disrespectful. I am not a religious bigot.
Okay, that's Daniel. You said Daniel Sano, right? Okay, let's listen to the other one here.
I'm a faith, but as Christian, when I'm guilty, I go to seek the face of God in supplication for the things that Amara colluded and did to this country, for which it seems now that we are starting anew on the leadership of President Bouaka. He needs to take a time to go to the mosque on Friday to seek the face of Allah in supplication. Let him be forgive. Because this country, there are so many persons who died by the roadside because the hospitals were not functional. There are so many students who cannot go to school because of the decision that the Lex of Amara made to make Joe we are president. We have not forgotten it. So when they come here and pretend that there's some angel and they got all the solution to the country's problem, it becomes so annoying. We know them. So, I mean, the way people see politics as deception and things that everybody in the country has.
Welcome to the show, holding politicians, tech actors, leaders in their own world unfiltered. Koto Jala Balayand, back from Bahamas, is here with us this evening. The rescue train is moving, man, all over. Good evening, good to have you. Good evening and welcome. Let's bring in sedition/reaction. Wilton Kettle is here joining us. Guys, good evening. Happy Wednesday to all.
Good evening, Mr. Soul.
All right.
Good evening to Terrence and good evening to Kettle. And most
welcome back.
Of Liberia, and I'm so glad to be here tonight. I'm happy to say.
All right.
Welcome from the Bahamas,
What did you send me there?
Oh, the CEO said you came from the Bahamas,
Okay, did he send me there?
You didn't answer. I said because I said she wanted Bahamas and they welcome now.
Oh, but
I didn't remember.
I want to go there, but FDR can send me there. I won't mind.
Wow. But you do look like you from the Bahamas, though. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we can't say we are
So,
wrong. That's a problem.
sorry, I
I want
interfere
to
with
go
something
there.
I shouldn't
FDR
have
can still
interfered
send
with.
me. Don't find an
That's a
excuse.
that's a time Lufa can't that's a time I can't take off Bahamas. Don't worry about it. That's a time Lufa can't take
Man,
off
don't even
Bahamas. Where
worry
she
about
from?
Lofa. Don't talk about Lofa. Lofa is
And your
yeah.
distance, you and
Don't
Lofa,
even
the
talk about
distance
Lofa
is
just now.
very far.
Cattle has changed overnight, though.
Don't mind.
Yeah, what do you mean by there's a
Prince
time?
Sherry have been training him. That's the reason.
Oh,
Prince
oh,
Sherry have been training him.
the polytechnic college.
The way they were making La Brea, Miami, and we see Miami. You walk out. Yeah, they got a Bahama in Lofa. We got Miami.
Yeah. Okay, good evening. Welcome. Let's have a conversation. Mr. Joyce is in the house. Welcome, Joyce. Oliver, welcome. Momot, I think I sent a link to you. Beatrice, thank you for joining us. Let's have a conversation. Clarissa, and good to have you here. And how is Philly doing? So I know this is all things considered. You have your own agenda. I just want us to kind of like profile what is going on here. There seems to be a complete disconnect. Amara Conan was the darling board yesterday, just maybe 2 years ago, with the Unity Party. He was the guy that was in the war room. We are now hearing from a government official that he colluded and helped to rig the election. So the question now is that proportional to the last 2 years too? Did he help to rig election for President Barker? But he said he made a specific statement. They are placed there to do what they are doing. Meaning he's getting the full support. In my own interpretation, I could be wrong, getting the full support of the president. But he's being really he's a firebrand right now. So I don't like it, but it's being done strategically. Minister Jeremy Pierre, he's the boss. He don't have to do that. So he get another guy is doing all the dirty work. And then at the end of the day, they drink that club beer. They don't matter people. You say today, my man, I want to throw a bomb down there. Everybody will go busting flame, then they go in here. I know how these guys operate. Terry, let me just start with you. I just want us to scramble over this thing here. Is it good? Do you think you're doing what you're supposed to do according to him? That they were placed there to do what they are doing.
Well, the statement he used is very, very, I don't know how to put it, but it's complicated because, like people say normally in politics that there are no permanent friends and there are no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. Yeah, now, so the man who was the darling yesterday could end up become an enemy today on the basis of interest when interest align. But whether if the statement he made indicted or implicated the president in a way, in a demeaning way, I think history will judge him on that note. Because when he used a statement by saying that the president is well aware of our approach, I think that would be something, a boon to chew for the opposition. I think as a information minister, stand on your ground. You don't have to involve the president. If you said something that you trust, that you know that it was good, you stand on your ground. But by him saying that, the president were aware, blah, 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 of us being here, blah, 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 I think to me, he implicated the president into what he's trying to do. I doubt that Geraldine Pia will have responded in that manner.
No, but he quoted Gerald Pierre with specific thing that this is what he said and all of that here. Okay, let's just spin.
The essence of the information ministry is to disseminate information. I don't think the essence of the information ministry is to lambast at senators, representatives, even if you have a dispute. And he went too far to my, because saying that people were dying on the street. You can't say, as an information minister, you have to have facts, you have to have proof that somebody directly contributed to people dying in the street before you can accuse them in that manner. So the accusations that he raised was not political. It was a direct attack.
It was intentional.
As for me, I would not think that it was intentional. Apparently, he
No, but
misspoke.
quickly, Terry, don't say that. Don't be the fake Terry. You see, this is why you guys do something you can't start with. Because even the reporter did ask him whether there was a regret. He said no. He was very forceful. He was very consistent. He remains in his position, the first and the second. So why would you say he misspoke?
Because he was questioned, and I don't think he had a script that he was reading from. I thought he just came up with the expression based upon something that the senator said that he wanted to respond to. And that is why, in my opinion, as an experienced journalist, somebody of that field will be very careful how to control your words as you present, even if you're angry or you emotionally at the time unstable. Because to be honest with you, the statement that he made implicate the president did not send you over there for you to express the way you did. The president did not tell you, say you should say this to Mr. Conant. The president sent you there to disseminate information for the government. That's the work of the information ministry.
Okay. I'm going to go one more time. Kato is here now. Kato is here. I guess they are listening to it, and then they can have their fair share. Let's listen to the two recording.
It could be fair. Journalistic to have.
When I'm guilty, I go to seek the face of God in supplication for the things that Admiral colluded and did to this country, for which it seems now that we are starting anew on the leadership of President Boubacar. He needs to take a time to go to the mosque on Friday to seek the face of Allah in supplication. Let it be forgive. Because this country, there are so many persons who died by the roadside because the hospitals were not functional. There are so many students who cannot go to school because of the decision that the election Amara made to make sure we are president. We have not forgotten it. So when they come here and pretend that there's some angel and they got all the solutions to the country's problem, it becomes so annoying. We know them. So, I mean, the way people see politics are deception.
So, okay. That's the other one here. Let me see this one here. That's the first here.
If the president is support of some of the decision that you make here at the information.
Why would the president doesn't support, he doesn't condone? The president has a reason for putting some of us here. Right?
All right. That's quite interesting. Kato, you listen to that. The president has a reason for putting some of us here. What the president doesn't support, he doesn't condone.
Thank you, Mr. So to be frank, I purposely did not come on a show here tonight to discuss what
the
my main reason actually for coming here today is to discuss the issue with my sister appointed and she being denigrated. But how be it, I'm here, and this is the issue coming out. And to be frank with you, and that's exactly what Sano said. Baso need bad medicine, like we say in Liberia. We have the kind of people that we are dealing with now. It doesn't need a soft talk. It needs somebody who can react to them the same way they behave. And I think Sano is placed in that position. And if you have people to react to them in that manner, you have to put somebody in a position that will deal with them in such manner. And I think that's what it is. Nobody asked it as to what did Amara say that led to the reaction of Sano. Are we going to that? Because if we want to balance, let's balance it from that level. What did he say, Amara, that led to Sano rebutting him? Amara is a senator. He has all right to call the police director or LDA, and I think reports have been going to them to handle this whole drug issue in Liberia. If Amara will leave from there where he's supposed to do his oversight responsibility, come on the talk show, to discuss issue that I think that's not his job. Let him go to the Senate and apply his oversight. that the DEA is not functioning to his expectation. So let's look at it both sides. Put the statement on from Amara. Compare the both of them, because that was also a disrespect to the president. You cannot disrespect the president and expect to go, with impunity. And I think there were Sano King, and that's why I support Sano for that remark he made.
Here we go. Political consolidations, the Russian surrogate. They are here. Thank you so much. Fair point. We want to welcome our viewers, Mr. Bro. Good to have you here. I rescued what they call Uncle number 3. Where in Clarence is who? Like who? Terry. Yeah, rescue who?
Rescue 3.
Rescue 3.
Yeah.
Rescue 3. Evening, good evening. Good to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. But let me go, Kato, let me get your reaction. You listen to Terry, you listen to Kato. Let's hear you. And then you can get to your own point. We just thought of.
Yeah, so that's two things trending here. One, Sano or Daniel Sano expose what we have always been thinking about. And people will say, how is that possible? How can a ruling government be in power and the opposition manipulate the outcome of the election? This is exactly what Sano Johnson revealed. Meaning, the whole United Party coming to office stole the election from President Weah 2023. In 2023, because the same Amara Kone that went in the war room when people were bringing news that the number were not looking good, he told President Bouaka, according to Amara Kone, that this thing is in your favor. He did the calculation and brought it, and it was exact. What NEC were about to report as the exact thing Amara Kone say he put out there, and Bouaka became president. So if he did it and brought Weah to power, according to Daniel Sano, cheated, rigged the election for Weah, is the same thing Amara Kone did for Bouaka, according to Daniel Sano. Number 2, when we sit on his platform and tell you guys that Joseph Bouaka sanctioned every evil thing in our society when President Weah was in office, people sit there and say, why would we talk like this? This man said the president condone. If the president does not condone the things you're doing, he will sanction you. He will throw you out. This president encouraged people to insult the former president grandma, dead grandma, cause the man, cause his wife, cause every female in our society. The president gave him money. The United Party sponsored him. They made him who they wanted him to be. When he came back to address the same thing he was doing in the opposition, they put him in jail because the president does not condone this man insulting him, but he might insult other people. This is the same thing we're talking about here. The hypocrisy, the level of, insincerity from these people called United Party. If we don't open our eyes and see it, we get years to sit down and complain about our society being dysfunctional because these people are not people of good caliber. They are not people of good character.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, I thought that we have a sort of bubble gun on it here tonight so that we can go. So let's get a ball rolling. Terry, what are you considering? So we want to welcome our man to go into Weirdo is in the house. These are our prompt viewers, listeners, followers, and contribute immensely to evening conversations via line, their tweets, their comments. Thank you so much, Mr. Doe, for being here. Terry.
Yeah, I think we need to talk more of this, but about Daniel Sano's position. But yeah, I was looking at the University of Liberia due to the Dr. Mampayan, when the president wrote that letter stating that the university should speed up renovation, and Dr. Mampayan almost like debunking the president again in the statement that she made when she went on OKFM. And she was asked a question regarding why is the university renovation slow pace going? She said they have not received the money yet for the renovation in the sum of $6 million. So then I see there's a disconnect, you know. So in my opinion, I think people around the president got to guard the president properly. Otherwise, it will make our government to look very funny. When the president make and write these kind of statements, it means that the president is rebuking or he's either motivating the head of the university to carry on the renovation as expected. If you don't keep the president in the loop, maybe the finance minister didn't keep the president in the loop. Yeah, oh, Mr. President, we're trying to work on the money. The money have not come in yet because the budget is projected. The budget is not sitting there, it's projected. So the money have not come in yet. When we get all the money, we'll transfer it and the renovation will start. But when you keep the president out of the loop and the president get agitated, expecting certain project to go on, the project is not going on, the president make that kind of projection only for the UL president to go on the radio and say, no, we have not received the money. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that insinuates to the statement of the president?
What do you think is it?
It's a disconnect, Mr. So. It's a disconnect in the government. Either the president is not getting the information regarding the UL, or somebody is deceiving the president.
Could there, before I go to the other guy, could there be another version? Maybe it was a special committee, or maybe the president or the executive authorized the payment and that has not been made and he doesn't know something?
That could be it too, but there's a disconnect. My point is there's a disconnect.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, Kato.
Yeah, on that line, what Terry is talking about, I listened to, oh my God, what's the fellow name who is appointed for physical affairs at the University of Liberia. So if you say there's a disconnect, they should be working, in unison. Because I listened to him with one of his, I think he was on Facebook trying to discuss his appointment as in his position and what they have been doing. And I think he mentioned that some of the materials that they need are en route to come. So I don't know whether the president is not aware of that and that has caused the delay. And I listened to his explanation on that. So I'm kind of confused when the president says that, because you can't have what is his direct position, because I think he's the administrator for physical affairs. But when I listened to him, he said these materials that he had put in for are en route, and that had been the delay of the continuation of the renovation. But how be it, I mean, we have to, like you rightly said, let them come out, let people who are responsible for this area to come out, and give these, clarity on these issues. Because I know they would not say they don't have any amount of money with them, because we have been hearing on that some of even the people that have been owing, they have been generating some income, or people who have been owing the university. So what become of the money that are being collected? Even if that full amount is not in, that the president, like you say, Terry is saying, the budget allotment is not there. They are funds, that money that they are getting. I'm just forgetting his name. This is a guy that was with George Weah. He always talking about against George Weah, and he was there. He is now the, I think, vice president for physical affairs, and he was giving orderly analysis on the renovation process. So I can't go into detail on that to discuss that issue, because I'm not too close with that issue. So I think I have limitation in that area. Like,
yeah, but looking just from the surface, we want to welcome aggressive host of Conversation with Samson. So I got a word to say it was a disaster on this network here yesterday, you and Terry, but that's a different thing. We're going to talk about behind the scene, but we are here tonight. We're going to have a great show. But like from what we know on the surface, Liberal welcome, it appears if these things going on, don't you think it's wise for people to be briefing either the
Dr.
president?
Lester Tenney, is that?
Yeah, Lester Tenney. Thank you very much, Lester Tenney. You listen to Lester Tenney explanation. He is president, the vice president for physical affairs, and he was giving the breakdown of all the what is acquiring, what they have acquired, what level they are now, and where they are going from, because they were even able to generate income from those that were owing the university. They have the law school were not even bringing in an income to the University of Liberia. That why I even got some of the information from. That those that graduated from the law school, majority of them were owing the University of Liberia, and how they have been, trying to generate the income, and they have been doing well. They have gotten most of the money that these people were owing the university.
Yeah, but so even at that, yeah, quickly before I go to the other people, don't you tell it, these are very important thing. They are
Exactly.
like huge. Don't you think there should be some sort of regular briefings to the office?
Exactly, because I'm also on the team of the University of Liberia Alumni Association here in the United States, and we have been, questioning these, especially the renovation process. And we actually need people to come out to give all the detailed, explanation of some of these things, because I being an alumni from the University of Liberia, I expect, to see it to some level. I especially look at when I listen to the country diary with this guy giving the other day about the University of Liberia. I felt so bad and discouraged about how the University of Liberia looks. Even up to the time some of us were there, we saw how it was, and up to this time, we need, for it to be developed to some point. But again, I will, for that, I think you are right, Mr. So. People need to come out and give detail, because if you don't do that, you are left with people coming in to fill, gaps with negative, but I think if you listen to Lester Tennant, I mean, if you could trace that tip, I think he went into a little detail about what is unfolding right now at the university. And to respond to Keden, you sit here and say, the man was very clear about appointing, supporting the electoral process of Josh Weah. So if somebody supported, somebody sitting into a presidency, we all support our candidates in different ways. He did not tell him that he supported him by inflating ballot box. So you see, we have a problem in Liberia. The thing about Liberia, we have comprehension problem. Many of us,
let's leave it.
I can't even take myself out. Many of us, I keep here before I start letting really comprehension into in America here. As soon you say one thing, people don't sit to analyze it from different. They just conclude on the negative aspect of it, and that's what I see he kept doing right now. Did he say he supported him to inflate ballot box? No, he supported him to elect him.
So let's leave it right.
So this is where we come. We have to be very careful how we understand it and how we interpret it.
We are in a good note, and we will be strictly to the point. So, liberal, welcome. Let me bring in Ketot, and then I'll bring in the liberal. What on his plate here tonight? And he can weigh in on the pieces that he have heard so far. Kata.
Well, thank you. So let me just correct my sister Koto on this platform. I do not have comprehension problem. I went to a very decent school. I got a very good foundation, and I'm very sound in my mind. When people speak, I understand what they say. Daniel Sano did not mean his words, and I'm not going to put his statement in context. I'm going to quote it word for word what he said. Daniel Sano said that Emara Kone inflicted for George Weah to rig election. Rig election. It does not mean as of somebody rig election got no business about support. If you're going to say Daniel Sano supported Weah to become president, it's different from Amara Kone rigging in helping George Weah to rig election. That's what he said. And so I said, if Amara Kone helped George Weah to come to power by rigging election for George Weah, it was the same Amara Kone that brought Joseph Boakai to power. So he rigged election for Joseph Boakai too. So it doesn't. You see, when you people come here, you think you're so educated than some of us. That's the problem we got in our society, and that's the lie you people told to the Liberian people about the former regime, and that's why we go high on you. You don't come here and think that you're the only people that went to school, or because we follow President Weah or CDC, so you think we don't have brains. No, we have brains. Some of the sophisticated people in Liberia are behind CDC. So you don't come here and talk that thing. Secondly, CEO, President Bouaka is not in control of his government. Because if President Bouaka was in control, he will not contradict, or the president of the university will not contradict what he said. He's not in control. Because if the money was available to that university, who's supposed to be in the know of it? The president of the university. The president of the university telling you she does not know that money is there. The president of Liberia, if the finance minister make the money available to the University of Liberia, the finance minister will brief the president, because every month they have regular or ministerial meeting. So he will brief the president. So something is missing. Either somebody is lying to the president and not doing the work, or the president is just absent-minded. And that's the problem we have to talk about. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's keep it brief as possible. We can.
Why you can be on fire on Mr. Social? Are you labor? We got to look at the guy.
Brother Terry, you got to pray for me small, because I don't want to spare my blood.
That's why I'm good at. I'm a politician. I hit to the point. And I'm gonna stir you up.
Your cholesterol and blood pressure are they? Okay, Lord, good evening. So welcome. Let's see. Moses, to the tired. Your camera is still off, Moses. Moses. You get Cricket Mobile. Okay, when you come to a certain, we'll bring it. Go ahead, Libra.
Well, thank you. Good evening to all of you. I'm glad to be here tonight. We will have conversation on the issue. Mr. So, as I sometime will come out here and say in my opening that the President Bouaka himself, I'm not too sure what to say on this here, to be honest with you. But many of the people that are around the I can't hear you, Mr. So.
Okay, if you can't hear me, I'll put you in the back.
No, but anybody hearing you? No, okay, what's your question?
What you can't say on what? Why you try to brush out?
I didn't say I can't say all. I said what I'm going to say here is this. That President Bouaka needs to realize that Liberia is not for you. You got educated people from Grand Jida County. You got people who love Liberia from Grand Jida County. You got people who just admire him and his work from Grand Jida County. So if those brothers and sisters that he brought on are unable to produce, get them out of there. And bring somebody from Grand, even if you get somebody from the village, as long as the person is capable.
Who are
you? You got Liberian. No, this is getting to be too much. You got Liberian all over the world that have trained themselves to work for the government, to do something for the country. And you're going to leave them behind. Just few hundred people with 5.something million. And we're still talking about these same rascals in the government that are unable to produce. Get rid of them and bring somebody else's on. We're all Liberian. We all got our birth certificate from Liberia. My goodness.
Liberal, you're not going to just be shouting here. We need to understand things here. We're not going to speak with ambiguity for people to say, oh, what an old man say here, because you say you're a rascal. So let me just tell you right now. So you got to, when you want to speak plain, that we understand. Who are you making reference to?
I have over 700
who's
Liberians. Some of them with 2 masters, 3 masters. They have served that university as adjunct for all.
Yeah, you been there?
No, not from me. Maybe from.
It's me. I was trying to send you the tip from Lpr-Tv. I think I mistakenly didn't.
Just you can. Yeah, I think I listened to some part of it with Dukley, whatever they were talking. Okay, yeah, no, liberal.
With respect to the university, I'm not even going to give credit.
Go to the first one you were on. You didn't even go.
I said with respect to the university, I'm not going to give credit to any of those people that I've heard on the other network today. I'm simply saying to you, for example, the finance minister. You want to be president? Get out of the finance ministry and start preparing yourself for 2029. You cannot play politics with the people's money. When the president makes an pronouncement, he's depending on you. And if you don't understand the president directive, call and ask. President saying one thing, you're doing one thing. You want to be president? You want to be president? Get out of the kitchen and get yourself on the table. But you can't say you want to be president, but from that perspective, you start operating on government policy based on the fact that you want things to favor you. It is unfair. And I'm specifically speaking to the finance minister. He's not the only person who knows finance business in Liberia. We all know myself. I don't know good one, but I can do something too. To steal or anything, anybody can steal. So you don't have to have a degree in stealing to be able to operate.
Fly by night, finance minister.
Fly by night. I can do that. No, but on a very serious note, you can't. What I'm frowning on this young man, as much as I've been hearing his knee that he wants to be president. Don't come here. Oh, I say I'm not dictator again. Man, why are you bringing it to you? You stop that kind of thing. I'm just speaking. No, but on very serious note, Mr. So we can't have these people to do the kind of thing to us because of your position, the fact that you want to be president and you want to carry out a policy that will favor you, make you look good. You are damaging the entire team because you're not playing like a team. You're playing as an individual on this field. And if you don't want to play, put your hand up, the coach will take you out and bring somebody else's on. That's my point.
So you didn't end, you're making specific reference, people rascal, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, the president should take them all in office. And
I'll give you an example. I said the finance minister is not playing team game. He's playing as an individual because the fact that he's a finance minister, when the president make pronouncement, he needs to carry it out. He cannot second guess unless what we're hearing that he wants to be president. And in fact, the fact that he wants to be president, some of us are now going to say because you want to be president, this is why you're not carrying out the policy of the president. That's my point.
Liberal, you are a very dishonest. That's not where you're going. But you're just pivoting and deflecting. That's okay. I'm not going to pull. I know where you're heading. Okay, so all right. Let's continue with the conversation. Mostly, I'm not sure why I can't see you. If your camera comes on, let us know. All right, guys. Today is Wednesday, all things considered. So I just throw this monkey wrench in there for us to kind of a little bit scramble over it. So let's just return to baseline to tell you, to just tell exactly what is important this evening. Perhaps we have never talked about it, or is something emergent, different thing popping up. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah, I think that was my two something, but yeah. But Daniel Sano issue too is an issue. But Sis Cotto says she has something. Yeah, so she can comment on that now.
Okay, Cotto, what's in your playbook?
I read it in my playbook that I brought me in today on this show. Is how we Liberian women are not respected in Liberia when appointment. A lady is appointed in Liberia. Why am I saying this? I speaking of this today because I see people against the way women are being, we have been denigrated in the rise of position, especially in leadership and influential position, in our country. It's deeply troubling because that is where women appointed in high positions sometimes get discouraged or they get manipulated because some are not strong-minded enough to stand their ground when men come to denigrate them. And if some of us did not have that mind, or I don't know how to describe it, but that mind to really stand against some of the denigration, we wouldn't have been where we are today. I saying that because of the appointment of Precious Wool. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Ruin or Wool.
From LDA or
to the
LDA.
LDA as
the deputy
as a special assistant, right? I don't know. And I'm so disappointed because this is not the first, the second. Almost all of the women that have been appointed in the various positions, they are somehow been toned down by some of the people today. They call themselves opposition and call themselves radio talk show host and all of that. You cannot have women that went to school and learned to come and sent into some position, and you're calling them to sleep with somebody before they get into a job. There's a mentality that we have been going through women from our youth to this time in Liberia. When I remember when we graduated from colleges going to seek job opportunity, you will see men will be telling you that they have to sleep with you, or they have to give you some, or you turn to be some toy for them before you ascend into some position. And I think this is bad. And because people think that women are still like that some of us did not even accept it. That's why we decided to go to a high educational standard or high educational level. They still have that mind that women are qualified to get into a position, and they still try to denigrate them. And I think it's so bad.
Doing you good.
Sorry?
Hello?
Are you hearing me?
Terry, Libra, are you there?
We can hear her. We can hear her. Only you we can hear her. We all can hear her.
You hearing her?
You got problem with you. Got problem. You want me to take control?
Here and see.
It's just so we can hear you.
Okay,
we hearing her.
I'm not sure why everybody just frozen up from
no, nobody frozen. You see my hand? Nobody frozen.
I did not point that out.
I get a good signal from backstage. I want to bring them in. So okay, all right. We're not. What?
Yeah, but you turn me off. I don't know if you're not hearing me.
Because
I need to go visit Rhode Island to straighten the thing out over there. Go catch your bike on, huh?
When you guys catch us up being friendly before you're gonna.
So, like I was saying, I don't know. You still hearing me?
Yeah.
Everybody was frozen. I don't know why.
I think it was just from your end, because, like I was saying, a woman should not have her achievement and be reduced to rumor, by people like her private life, and bring it into public disrepute. And I think it's so bad that we should put stop to these things. Somehow did not go to school to come and be put in the why I just put myself in the shoes that suppose I was appointed today by President Bouaka. What would have been the negative, the negative rumors going around, about some of us?
So let's spin it.
It's so bad. We should stop this thing, and we were going to speak against it. And I'm so much, I was so annoyed about this today, and it made me today. I have to stay just to come on show to talk against it.
Oh, the only thing made you today?
Yeah. No, it got to me seriously, because there's not the first time we saw it with women, even in a George Weah time. They did it to women, and I stood against women that were doing that too. Okay. And I can still do it for women in this government that have been appointed. They're doing the same thing too.
Yeah, the only thing this thing can be addressed, they are emotional things. They are very much, kind of conversations that is painful. It shouldn't have happened, but I think the much more civil conversations, tone, language, people will get to know. So let's just spin around this here. Terry, let me come back to you. Or no, let me go to Ketot reaction/solution. What could possibly be responsible for this thing? Where is the disconnect coming from? Why people should have this? Is it a society that we have, or is it how people, another way of just disrespecting people, or they just think, even if they did it to other people, they think that everybody is in that basket of deplorable now, that you have to do this. And on the other side, fair to mention, these are the kind of demand our government officials, people, not government officials, private business sectors, before they do stuff, before they help people, they have to a battle system. Oh, you either do this before I can do this. So society is aware of this. So more or less, it just becomes a sort of norm. Kato, how do we deal with this sort of situation?
Thank you, brother. So you see, for me, I like to speak from an informed point of view and a very true point of view, right? So this conversation around this lady that was pointed is not because she's a woman and people think that maybe she slept with somebody to bring her there. No, the conversation around her was the person that recommended her to the president, according to them, is allegedly her boyfriend. This man also named he's got is conflicted when it comes to the drugs business. All right, it's not because she's a woman and men trying to downplay her. No, the conversation around it is because the EPS boss is allegedly the one that recommended her to the president, and the president appointed her. Why the media are saying what I listen to? Why would the president entrust this lady, who, according to them, the alleged person that asked the president to appoint her, the man is conflicted with this drugs business. He putting the lady on Zianga so that she can be like an informer to them, the drug cartel associates. I think that's what the conversation is about. It's not about women doing this thing. And even if we go there, let's go there. Let's go there. Because it's very true that Koto said, and I have gotten stories also of government, that women are kind of used as sex toy to get reward for positions in Liberia. It's so unfortunate. But that's the thing. I didn't hear Koto speak about it when it came to Francis Nimadi, the Internal Affairs Minister. This lady came out and reported Francis Nimadi. She wanted a job. Francis Nimadi asked her to meet him to the hotel. And the lady came out and said this man sexually molested her. She did not get the job, but because it was Francis Nimadi, it was Joseph Waka government, it was swept under the rug. I didn't see the likes of Koto come out here outraged to say why this happening to our people.
Just hearing that. This is my first time hearing that.
It's a big news. It's been in society for a long time.
I never heard it. I just hearing it today from you. I
It's
can
in the
never
news.
condone
I
such.
can see everybody on the platform heard it. Maybe you did. If you say you didn't hear that, okay, I agree. But that's the thing that be happening in our society. I got a child, a former schoolmate. She cried to me for money. She said, Keta, I want to look for a job. I supposed to work in Bikino at Lock. But the guy who supposed to give me the job telling me he won't sleep with me before he gave me the job. I'm like, what? I feel sorry for her. Just the society that we got. And we should talk it loud and clear. Let people be given position based on merit. You can give men a position, and even happen to boys. Because boys going over there for position, men are taking advantage of boys. Not based on, it's not on merit. What the person know, what the person can contribute. It's about how can I make the person my deputy to exploit them sexually or to be able to manipulate them so they can help me steal money from the entity that they put me in. These are things that we do to harm our own society. And I think as a leader, the president should be on top of his game to say, you know what I mean? Those people will crack down on them and will make sure we straighten up the system. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me bring in Liberal here. Liberal Progressive.
Yes.
The Liberal.
Yes, we're
here.
Are
you sleeping?
Why would I be sleeping today? I'm going to have an appointment later on, but I don't sleep today. You know that.
Oh, another appointment tonight?
Mr. Soul, we're here to talk on the show. Let's go ahead.
You know, this sort of this thing is that kind of thing been ongoing for a long time. And I'm not sure what are you going to be on do right now. In fact, you're going to escalate more
Mr.
situations and all of
So, the men of Liberia, and that will be ridiculous on the one. They are conflicted. They are unable to somehow, and I was if they can't feel human way, and you have to come play a game with them. 1 minute, and it's very sad because many of us saw our fathers with 6, 7 wives, 8 wives. So we say we come to Monrovia, educate ourselves. Then you say, oh, I don't want to marry 2 women, oh. But you want every little girl that pass around. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. They want to tell you, say, ain't part you should marry 6, 7 wives. If you want to do that, legalize it. Go to the countryside, pay the diary and get the kind of women you want.
Fair enough.
But don't come to Monrovia where you say you want to be a civilized person, but yet still you continue to molest these little girls, and you're going to say before you get. So I can tell you right now, and I'm not hiding it. Some of these women are more smarter than some of the idiots around there. I say so. Some of these women are more smarter than some of these people that think that they want to get women job. Some of them got job because their friend was president. Some of them got job because they got family members who was connected. It is not because of what they know, it's who they know. And they want to use their position to abuse women. Now, I'm not saying that, yes, every one of them do these kinds of stuff, but those who come out and make these kinds of pronouncements, specifically in the social media, if somebody is going to recommend somebody, oh, because the person love it, that first of all, that ain't your business. The person not coming here to complete Sasugu. Respect people for who they are. But I'm not surprised, Mr. So many of us do not even know our position in the community. We're still going back and, oh yeah, I'm so grounded into things now. I'm not afraid. In 1 minute when you bring smart woman before you, you're scared. Because you don't want your things there woman know plenty of things. And when you go for interview, they can't make it. Now, we need to grow the likes. If Liberia, if it was a medicine to grow people in the bowl, let's see if we grow Madam Salif and Madam Julia Howard Taylor, 250,000 of them in Liberia, and see what he meant they would do. You got nothing to offer, and you want to embarrass people, and you want to bring up women in and what have you. It's unacceptable. But guess what? God is there. When God ready to punish you people, you will be surprised what will happen to them, Mr. So the only thing I can say to my sisters, those who've been affected, this is what we have. This is the only country we have. That's their behavior. You know who you are. You're not part of that thing. Don't worry about it. Even if you are, you're in public eyes. Let them talk about you. But make sure that what you offer to your country is stand out. And then what they got to say next? Nothing much. Nothing much. Look how much noise we made about the foreign minister in the last 3 months until the drug business came up. And she was the darling of the social media community. The kind of thing we talk about her. Yeah. That's how you produce yourself. You show to these people, these men that are still supposed to be in the village and find themselves. Some of them came to America straight from the village. They didn't even see Maria.
You're right.
They didn't even see Maria. They came straight from the village to the refugee camp to Liberia, America. You ask them right now, where Maria? Yeah, I don't know. They never even saw Monrovia. Now they say they're this and that. You're nothing. If you're going to use yourself to put other people down, it means you have nothing to offer. I say so.
Long time, not heard it. I say so, yeah. You always involving it. Depending on the situation, you can go back in the so okay. Yeah. How can they be? Who can lead the charges in making sure? And the part of it, these things, it's painful. It's painful because these things happen. In some instances, people will report these cases, and depending who is involved, nothing is done about it. Well, what can I prove you? These sort of challenge and this sort of demeaning way of putting people down. This is the kind of redress. This is a sort of kickback they get. So as a result, they don't take it anywhere. We were hoping with the Ministry of Gender and all of these things, social protections, women's rights will be protected. You don't have to do it. But then what's about, is it because of the politics that we have nowadays? If it is not one of my own, I will do everything possible to demonize that person, to demean that lady, be it man or woman, to do it. Is that a politics aspect of it too that is giving a problem?
Mr. So, I will say this to your question. Let me say this here. As a friend of mine, I'm not going to call his name. He was one of the leaders here in the community. And we had a guy that used to write about him, how he was stealing, he was this and that. And he came out one day when I asked him the question in public. And he said, Mr. Toll, the young man who was writing about me, calling me thief and all that kinds of stuff, I don't blame me. I blame people like you. You know my character. You know me. And you have not come out to vouch for my character. It's the same thing here. Most of the people that are doing these things, many of us know them. There's some that are teaching at LU. We know these people, but we don't come out to call their names. So we're all guilty. Every one of us.
You're one of the torchbearers.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that. Let me say it. So you don't have to go through that. I'm guilty of it. Now, however, Mr. So, what I can say is this. Why I'm not going to go around and try to bring these things up to harm, because I don't know what exactly the end result will be. What I can say to this is this. The God we serve, he don't sleep, Mr. So. The God, there are some people, when they're ready to shake, when something happens, what happened to me? Hey, my people. And then you say, you don't think something like that will happen to you. But you don't know. Whatever you do to somebody today, you might not get it paid right away, but it's coming. Good or bad, it's coming. You think, say, you're going around doing anything to people's sister and what have you, and you think you're going to go unpunished because you're in power? Let's look at the people that did it, that so allegedly did it in President Weah administration. Where are they now? Some of them were pushing cartoon back here in America. They can't make it. That's what I'm saying. Samson Toll.
I say so.
Terry? Are you talking about acid though? All of that. But anyway,
because you don't put me in trouble.
But you say there's some people that pushing cartoon you run away.
No, but he's talking about Henry Costa. Now acid though, Henry Costa, I say Ivan Mappe can only use her back to get position. That acid though, talk about Henry Costa. Acid though beat somebody. Domestic violence, different form.
You admitted.
I said, Henry Costa getting ready to be a millionaire.
Government, we're talking about
getting ready to be a millionaire.
Henry Costa, that liberal, small brother there. He can't run away.
What I wanted to say is this, right? Or like Sis Cotto said it, right? Standing Waterspoon on his show, I don't know why we don't want to call his name, accused the guy because he thinks that everything is political. Well, it's fine. You want to bring Joseph Boakai government down, it's good. But you should also understand that you have a big platform. A lot of people watch you. You are destroying a female, a woman that could be your sister. You're destroying her life just to show off. Because it's just about clout and showing off. That or nothing is the Tabata Keto just read from his Tabata book have no proof, no connection of nothing. He clean in his own mind that there's a cartel, same gay who recommend a woman according to them from the Stanton Waterspoon playbook that this particular girl had an affair with this man. And that is the recommendation so the man can be keeping. Look at the kind of child play, children, small children thing. That why you want for us to come sit down and agree to? We say no. You see? So you don't have facts. First of all the things he accused the woman of, nothing was proven. All right? He get no facts on nothing. They rely on your sources, my sources. So we have to approach the political scene differently, especially with our women. The kind of behavior we have in our society is very, very bad. This young woman is educated. She have a good credential. She have no criminal record whatsoever. Why use something that you have no proof of as a means to create political sentiment? What would that benefit for you? So I think it was a poor assertion of the lady. You can find something else on her. You can look for some kind of criminal record. You can look for something she did wrong criminally. But to bring in domestic affairs that you do not clearly have proof on, I thought that was very, very, very disrespectful to a woman who have children.
And I think...
how will her children see her tomorrow on the internet? When these guys doing the thing, they don't think about the future damages that it's going to cause. Like, bro, it's not like before. It's not like one in Bodotan, what labor then they used to write on the paper and leave it on the floor, on the plane for people to can't read it. That was how the propaganda from the progressive. Then I had things are working now. Everything is on the internet.
You've been reading the trial of formula.
Everything is on the these things will be there forever. Mr. So people will come, your children will listen to it. So we got to be very careful and got to change our approach. Thank you, Sis Cotto, for bringing that topic.
Yeah, I think, and I agree with calling in. This is the guy. Sometimes when you read a couple, we shouldn't call people names. I don't know. I don't know for him. He's just a different person. But even we in this business, we also have responsibility. And
exactly.
Come with decency. We must come with accuracy to have this conversation. But again, he who rides the back of the alligator goes into the belly of the alligator. The Stanton, he was a darling yesterday. So I'm not sure in the next coming months or year whether people want to go back to the root. Because I listened to that thing. And it's so saddening that people are unable to. We must have our differences. That you have grown men and women, I don't know how many, I know one of Dr. Chenaway. Sometimes they sit on the platform, like here, we can call out one another. But they just allow someone to post himself as a Goliath, even if he owns it. And
the man's a narcissist.
And nobody can stand up. There are some things he say. And sometimes I blame the government official because sometimes he says these things and he provoked them. He's being very strategic to get their attention. He throw that bait, and they will grab it. Because I saw that video, whether you have any issue with Sam Gay, I think just take on Sam Gay instead of just bringing in somebody, who has nothing. People, it's everywhere, every society, there will be a recommendation. There will be a referral. Somebody will say, do this. You got to have a push. Even in this America, you go find a job. There are some places, if you don't know somebody at that site, to even let you know that, hiring is going on, or I want to talk to my director, I want to talk to my supervisor. Does that mean you have something to do with that person? But what people want is sort of reassurance. Who will stand in your gap that, yes, Cotto is a good nurse. This Reverend here, he's a Holy Ghost fired Reverend. This liberal here, he's midnight appointment guy. Cotto here is this. But it's just sad in that because of the politics that we have today, Every little thing is being blown over the window, and people just talk to anybody any kind of way. And I hold ourselves responsible, because when people are doing this, the other people on the other side, they see themselves as a beneficiary, and they support that person, because that person who becomes the victim is not part of them. So it's a very, very convoluted one that people to just talk about, because you're going to talk and get tired. You will talk and get tired, but it's unacceptable. I think it is unfair. We must treat our women with decency. If they are critical issues, like you said, criminals or involved in something, and those sort of cases are inconclusive, and then they call them into government, then you go to the substance of the comfort, you go to the substance of why this person here went, he or she had XYZ, and we yet to get a court verdict as to whether this person is vindicated. Then that's a legitimate argument. But on other end, that I think it's just unfair to throw people. And I don't know what made them think that people, you being a journalist, you can face a good lawsuit. They can sue you. You don't just get out and talk slanders and just say things about people that you don't have. You can pay that. You can go to jail for that. They can sue you. Anyway, that's the con. Keto?
Yes, sir. So I would like to erect some checkpoints here.
Hey,
The
man,
most people talk about female. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see the checkpoint. Whatever get security people there to man the fence.
Right. When it came to women, or when they were denigrating women, a lot of women, it was under President Weah administration. Almost every appointment President Weah made, the opposition used the media to denigrate those women. And one of those persons that used to say was Henry Costa. He was loud. He didn't say like he was mentioning words, and no people cheered, they clapped their hands. Joey, I was sleeping with all the females in his administration. Before he appointed, he had to sleep with them. It's like those females were not intelligent enough. Today, I hearing us crying today and talking about, they're not supposed to do this, they're not supposed to do that. Look, let me tell you something. When you plant oranges, you don't reap apple. When you plant oranges, you reap oranges. When you plant pineapple, you reap pineapple. So except we draw a new line, say moving forward, let's stop these kind of petty politics. Let's stop the kind of thing that will bring denigrating each other. Let's stop it and let's talk about the issue, the policy issues. We can't be sitting here today and I'm hearing us acting like we advocates now because the media say this man, who the media say he's conflicted with the whole drugs saga, ask the president to appoint somebody that he has an affair with, allegedly has an affair with. It's not because the woman is not intelligent or not. It's about the conflicting. We're not even looking at the conflicting part of it, where this man is a possibility that the man is connected to the drug thing, giving the president to say, give the woman the chance to work on that place so that it can continue. Who knows? Terry, it's about something that we are investigating in our society. We have seen all kinds of rope pulling, all kinds of butch, all kinds of way. So we cannot rule out any possibility. But I'm sitting here and hearing us crying like this is brand new in our society. When yesterday, every woman that President we are appointed in his administration, he slept with them. Even the vice president, the opposition said President we are slept with her. As intelligent as that woman is, and it was from Unity Party. I didn't hear nobody even come on the show or any other show to say what the people are doing. In fact, you're here one time I came on the show and I said Henry Costa is a big picking, Lpr got my case, or Mr. George got my case, even Cotto were on my case. Why should I denigrate Henry Costa? When Henry Costa opened his mouth and insulted Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, a woman that can born 3 times. So let's be very sincere when we're speaking. Because, like Terry said, these are things that will remain on the media for a very long time. It will remain on social media and in the media for a long time. So that tomorrow when you go and start saying something contrary, people will bring your record on and say, everything you were saying here before. And this thing I'm saying here is not, I'm not making it up. We all saw it on Facebook. We all saw it in the news. We know the corporates. We know the people that did it. But because today now they're doing it to us, then we get angry about it. How can we be that kind of people? I think it's about time that we who trying to talk these things, the likes of Cotto, the liberal, who sit now here and crying, pull more red now. No, liberal. Go back and tell our brain people, say, I'm sorry for what I did. Let's open a new page. Go back and tell the Liberian people. We encourage people to cause on social media. We're supposed to condemn it. Call your president or say, Mr. Bwaka, if you want reconciliation, come to the public and tell the person, look, it was politics. We did wrong. We made a mistake. We're not supposed to encourage our children to insult the other leaders that were there. So we won't stop the thing. Then we're talking. But you can't come all now to come push us to be intelligent when you're feeling planting the seed of evil in our society. You go back and repent for what we did, and before you can come back, because you got no moral to do that. Thank you, brother. So,
all right.
So I don't know. I hate when people put me into things that I never found myself in. I'm not even a fanatic for Costa to say that I supported what Costa did. You get it wrong. Never in my life supported Costa.
Stop all that.
Besides, the person who brought even your president weird name about sleeping with women, who was it? It wasn't your party chairman. It was your party chairman who brought him to public ridicule. So I don't know why you blaming Costa. Costa heard it from your party chairman. Then now you're saying because it happened, your party chairman said it today, then yesterday, today you should go about doing it. And this is where I said, when I said it, you were saying you people are educated in CDC and we consider you people uneducated because somebody did it, then me, I can't support it. Okay, let's agree that we did not know that Staton was a criminal then, but we know that he's a criminal. But then who knew he was a criminal? So you know the man is a criminal, and what he did was it was a criminal act he did, and you still supporting him? So something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you who still accepting what he's doing. And besides that, when it got on Deviator Brown, I got on air. And it took me like whole week I was on the social media for Deviator Brown. And other women they attack. Then you sit there and say, cut to them. Don't count me in it and I will rebut you. And if you still continue to follow a criminal, go ahead. But it's not the president's responsibility to come and tell you that you should not believe these people. If you choose to believe them, go ahead. I mean, that's why I'm still saying that if you consider yourself stupid, people will still use you. I'm not going that route, and I would not tolerate it during the weird time, tolerate it, and I would not do it under the President Baka. That I support that government. No, I would not.
Papi, are you okay?
Who the Papi? Now who the Papi?
No, I mean, you should.
I'm only 45 years old, Mr. Soul.
No, you should.
Why you just stay for long? When I see you maintaining the car, then you sitting in a chair.
The subject matter, Mr. Soul, I don't want to relitigate.
It's too sensitive.
If we follow the likes of Walter Carter here, we will be doing ourselves some disservice. He blaming the opposition for what the chairman of his party, the inner circle, told us what was happening. And we just tried to amplify that. That's all it was. We didn't create that. However, we will not go into it. If President Weah indeed did those things, it's up to him and he is God. That's how far I'm going to go on this, Mr. So what I can say about our sister concern is legitimate. That our brothers and sisters who are trying to, we saw that similar situation with another lady, a brilliant lawyer, and people went on Facebook trying to insult her. The fact that these girls, these young ladies, these women, their brain, they're very, very much smart, does not negate the fact that they're smarter than you. And so you can't say because you will use the power to try to degrade them. So let's just talk a little. Let me say a little bit about what Stand on Water's Home podcast about that lady. First thing is this: if we're going to accuse the woman, let's accuse her based on the fact that she's not capable of handling that position.
Okay, let me just open this line here in the meantime. Go
So
on.
for us to say she's getting the position because she's in she has a relationship with somebody who recommended, and that is unfair. That is unfair. We should be responsible for what comes out of our mouth. And I think Walter Cutter, those of you that used to watch my podcast, then I would say we will criticize, but we will do it with responsibility. We will criticize, but we will do it with respect. If you go back 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, my podcast, that's what I've always come, because I know one day that I will have somebody that I like will be president, and I want the same thing I do to your president. You're going to do the same thing to my president, you know. And so I'm not going to relitigate this. In fact, it is almost time for my appointment. I will stay with you. If you want us to close, I will. But if you go over my appointment time, I'm going to have to excuse myself.
Okay, Clarence, the number is out there. I know, just reading something on front page here, and this is also coming out of government officials. People using specific words that have that sort of similar connotations of things, what's happening. Like you saw the rough exchange with Howard and Prince Moi telling the former vice president was, she was on a bandage. What that means, I don't think it was properly simplified, but we all were hearing all of these things. These are some of the things. And I hope we in the media industry will kind of like not scare ourselves from having this sort of conversation. I think we might just having a very honest faction to create a that is unacceptable. So we shouldn't do that. People should not do that. If you support your own when your people does that, they should be called out as soon as possible. Almost 7 minutes to the time. So let's pick up this call. Sherry, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Mr. So, and good evening to the panelists.
Okay.
My brother, Mr. Keto, thank you so much for everything. I want to start like this. This evening, I don't know if the outburst of Mr. So is actually sincere. It's something that, we will have to examine. But I want to just say this to my sister, Madam. We were all here when Julie Andy Tappe, you can recall, when Julie Andy Tappe was insulted by, OPA, and the legal advisor to Mr. Boyka ordered the court not to even take that into consideration. Basically, the Solicitor General told the Solicitor General that, look, cancel that nonsense. And all of us, especially our beloved sister, Madam Cotton, I didn't see any one right up from her. Look, this is politics. What is good for the groups is also good for the gander. If what center, like, our own senior brother, the leader, was saying that, an inner circle from our party, even if it is an inner circle from our party, who denigrated a woman, the people on this platform speak against that. And let me just say this. I condemn every form of violence, every form of abuse against women, because God blessed me with 5 girls. So I'm blessed with that. So I condemn every form. But let us be sincere instead of playing politics. This lady was insulted, Madam Judy Tappe, a cultural ambassador, was insulted. Madam Cotto on this platform, she said nothing. She did not even write a single comment. A little girl was abused by the Deputy Minister for the Ministry of Youth and Sport, J. Brian McGee. Today, our sister Cotto, I go on her page, I visited always.
Look
He
at
did not even write one word. A ball was sodomized by an NSA boss. Not a single word we heard from our sister. Look, let's be sincere if we want to fix this country. But the politics that people want to play, let's continue to play the politics. As far as we are concerned, what Stanton is saying, he's saying it as an insider, not just as somebody from on the surface level. He's a man who supported Mr. Boyka, spent his money, his time, and his resources. So what he's saying, to some level, to some extent, we believe, like they also believed yesterday, that what other people said about His Excellency Mr. Weah was true. We also want to believe it because he's an insider. So that is it. And we just hope that Mr. Boyka will muster the courage to be able to expose people who are engaged in this particular, cocaine business. For the executive mansion to be reduced as a cocaine hub. In fact, our executive mansion is now a ghetto because the president is the one now directing things. So the ghetto have left from Nukuta and he has gone to the executive mansion. Sadly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, let's have on the line Aaron's and to rescue 3 Clarence. Let me hear with Clarence and then I'll go to the panelists for their closing.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
There are 3 issues I want to address tonight. One had to do with the first had to do with Amaral Corner issue, and the second had to do with Sandra Johnson, the former senator from Bond County, and the third had to do with it later. Let me start first with Amaral Corner. Daniel Sanders did not get together to address Amaral Corner. Amaral Corner went on the Spoon show and he said he found the president, he appreciated the president for appointing people, but as far as he concerned, the president cannot make independent decision. Is that not an insult? But what he said. And based upon that, Daniel Sanders addressed him and said he needs to repent. It is true. Because if he said about Amaral Corner supported John Weah, they were not hating, it is true. At what time the Amaral Corner joined the rescue team? For 2 weeks to election. We appreciate his effort for supporting the government today that the rescue government is in power. But sometimes you cannot use one on the other and you expect for somebody to get there to address it as an honorable. If Sandra Johnson want to use a religious sentiment to incite the Muslim people, that Sandra Johnson said negative thing about the Muslim people. In fact, I will call a Muslim and Christian war. If you see that this statement that they made is harmful to the Muslim, I don't think he have been truthful to the Muslim community. Donald Trump did not abuse the Muslim community. He did not say anything concerning the Muslim community. He talked directly to Amaral Corner. And my last point had to do with that lady who were appointed. That lady was appointed to G. She said there. But G said 2012. And later she got employed. And then let them came to the stadium all for training. She left from that place. She went Senegal. She went other country. And we all had daughters. I had 6 daughters and 2 sons. And Dr. Francine, when Hassan said a negative thing about her on Spoon Show, we all stood up to Kel Hassan. She was there that time. See, I only look at it whether she had a credential. So if somebody is talking down to your daughter, or somebody is talking down to your sister, then when you go that level, I don't think it was fair to this young woman. She is qualified. Don't try her. If we are talking about improving the life of the young people, is she not a young person too? Look at the age of that girl. Thank you for the show. See you.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, we have one column. Aaron is on the line. Let's get in and then we can wrap up for the rest of the hearings.
How you doing, Mr. So hi to all the panelists.
Good, how are you?
Man,
welcome.
We're talking tonight. Let me just make a point on 2 things real quick. The first one is going directly to Cisco. With all due respect, Cisco, the platform, you know very well, I've been following the platform, I think probably for almost 2 or 3 years. And every time I watch this platform every day, every day. Not one day in the past government, you said anything to support any woman that people came out with and say, oh, they were loving the government officer or they were sleeping with the president. Not one day you said anything about that. So everything I kept on saying, that's the fact. I mean, I know people don't want to tell you it. You know, you're a big sister. You know, due respect again, you know, you didn't comment on nothing like that. But now it's in your favor, you're coming on to comment. We agree with that. Nobody's supposed to denigrate a woman. We agree with that. Everybody here got wives, got sisters, got daughters and stuff like that. We agree with that. But if you listen to Senator Witherspoon clearly, there was nothing denigrating about what Senator Witherspoon said about this woman. But today, to see you guys, especially Terry, who is giving fame for being on the platform that was created by Mr. So, to be talking about Senator Witherspoon is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. This is somebody who supported the president who got in office today. But Sis Carter was calling him criminal the other day on Mr. To's show. Mr. Todd used to come on the show before he started the show. He would pray for Senator Witherspoon. Go back to the tape. Didn't you guys know that he was criminal there? You see, that's the problem with the Unity Partisans. That's the problem with y'all. You feel so entitled. You feel like Liberia is only for y'all. Liberia only belong to people that support Joseph Parker. So nothing to do against y'all. It's not fair. It's not fair. What is good for Joe should be good for Paul. What is good for Paul should be good for Joseph. Yes, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One time you said I am strong, right? Yeah, you said I am strong. Deliberately, he argued. I mean, I told you, I said, why you playing? He said, I'm sorry, you don't know my son. What's this country was? At that time, she never sent him as a criminal. Second case went in court before the election. Am I lying? You gotta stop this kind of thing, man. It becomes so comical when we see educated people sitting on the platform and they don't want to educate people. They just want to use their sentiment, their feelings, and just say what they want to say. We will not allow that to happen again. The last they are told, we will be behind you. And Mr. Terry, the last time you call me on Aaron Boy, Terry, I don't have to be Aaron Boy for nobody. I work my way to the top. And you myself go anywhere in the Liberian community. People know me more than you. People respect me more than you. So remember that. I don't know who you Aaron Ball for, but we'll find out one day. Thank you, Mr. To. I mean, Mr. So.
See, that's we can also be critically as to understand, as to see how we criticize people. You see that one? Hey. Jerry, can you text your woman for me?
What you want? Am I closing?
Aaron talking, you don't want to listen to how you bear your head up.
Aaron told you got right to talk. This is a freedom. This is a freedom show.
You say that you call me fake pastor, then you say I call you Aaron Ball. What make you there?
Are we closing now?
Yeah, we're coming close now. But this is what
I didn't even mean it that way. I meant error, not Aaron. Yeah. But again, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna way you want to take it.
Yeah, okay.
No, Terry, you corrected yourself. You did it publicly that you didn't mean Aaron, you mean error. It came out the wrong way. That's good enough. Don't rebuttal on that. I mean, this is a platform where we allow people to express themselves freely. You know that. You're a very committed person. So
okay, yeah, quickly. You guys to add this up to your closing here. That still has to do with Amara. So-called rescue 3 to say, oh, Amara, yeah, 2 day, 1 day. Amara was very to this whole electoral process. He is coming in, change the dynamics with the figures and what were happening. So that just been dishonored on the part of your rescue 3. And I thought you old men were calling up, but you didn't do it, which of course not a surprise. But this is what this guy is. He sure what really is he being seen as somebody now who is anti to this government because he's speaking out? But this is what Front Page is reporting. I'm not calling it leadership changes to who's doing like that? Are you?
Huh?
I thought you have soup boiling. Are you just doing something there?
Well, I will get Mr. Soul. I will get soup boiling on LPR.
No, because you kept banning looking about. Let's wrap up. 5 LDA leadership changes in 2 years. Senator Connor warned Liberia cannot change the figurehead and killed the cancer. He's been very critical on this thing. How is it being seen within the walk and rank of Unity Party? Is he like the seen as a guy who was mad, angry, mad with the president? Is that what he's been really been going ahead? And then if you want to speak to it, that's fine. But then we can use that now as a you can do your closer for us to go.
Mr. So, I think.
Is he going for Unity Party now? Is that the case, or he just doesn't like the policy and he's speaking out, and people just not happy with what he's doing?
Patrick, I'm not a dictator anymore. I resigned from that position. So, Mr. So, Amara, in the background, Amara Connie and myself has some history, twice, which I'm not a fan of Amara Connie. However, let the truth be told, and that is, Unity Party, they are taking their own vote away from them little by little. The only thing that's going to save Unity Party right now, I will say this, is for the president to seek re-election. If he doesn't seek re-election, these Unity Party people, small boy, they ain't able to run nothing. They can't run anything by themselves. Nobody. Why will you turn on Amara Conner? He's a senator. His job is to hold your government feet to the fire. That's what he was elected for. And if he's speaking from that position, who are you to criticize him? Especially going personal. And that's what I said the last time, the fact that President Baka refused, and I will use the word refuse intentionally, to bring John Monlu in his government. This is what he's going to get. This is exactly what he's going to get. Because the likes of John Monlu were to be in this government in a specific position. I don't think many of these young people will be able to do what they're doing because they would have learned, because they would have been giving their turn of reference. Why were you employed in this government? What is your reference? What are you supposed to do? Many of them don't even know what they're supposed to do. And so they pick on anything they want to do. And that's what I said the other day. The like of Mo Ali, as intelligent as he is, why are you going to put yourself in a position of trying to not only criticize but insult? There are some of them, their character doesn't fit the position they're putting themselves in. The character of people like Mo Ali does not fit his position of being causing people on social media. It's not him. It doesn't fit you. You look foolish. And that's exactly what is happening. So, Amara Conner, you're going to criticize him, you're hurting yourself. Because first of all, that young man is smarter than all of you combined. Amara Conner is smarter than all of you combined. So you can say whatever you want to say. The young man didn't just rush to Madame Sally government. When he went in, the woman told him, "You're a smart guy. Don't come in here. Go back to school." Came by, educated himself real well. And he went by. And he was able to prove himself. And now you're flack at people, you want to put your mom, American. You're just wasting your time. That's all I can say to that.
Thank you so much. Carter, let's hear you.
Thank you so much. And it was nice being on the show today. And, I love people to criticize. And if it is constructive for me, I'm one of those, and and I heard what your guy said, that when it happened with the rape issue with the girl, what did I say? At the time, we were even on the public radio, ERBS, Mr. To, you were there. And we spoke against it. So I don't know where they come from with their story. You think I'm gonna go be on my storyline? Where I work, I just don't post anything on my line like that. If I come to talk on my talk show, I come to talk on my talk show. I don't just go posting like they do every day, CDC and glue to it. I'm not a single fan. I don't just post like that. I go on my talk show when I want to talk on my talk show. I talk on my talk show. And we spoke about these things. I don't know, sometimes you guys can be talking and forget that sometimes we're talking. Costa, I was never a fanatic of Costa. Never. So I don't know where you're coming from with your story that I suppose that Costa, what they call the guy or the guy Opa that used to cause over. I never tuned to him or even listen to him. I was always against it. So I don't know where they come from your story. And if you say because people did it in the Unity Party-led government and you will continue to do it, then who the stupidest? You are. Because you know what is right and you continue to support the wrong thing. Let's talk about what they call him, Stanton. Stanton was not convicted at the time of election. When did he? It was after election. Who knew? Because he was a criminal then that we were affiliating with. When someone what we know now, we're ready to talk about Stanton, you will never believe it. You don't know Stanton more than I do. So when we say something that we know, just keep it. You follow him, saying because people supported him, Unity Party, some of the Unity Party people supported him, and because you know the right thing now today, you still want to follow the wrong thing, go ahead. But one good thing I know, people are learning. People are getting exposed. And I think that's what we should be doing. Get exposed and put the wrong behind us and move forward. But if you want to stay on the wrong, I say, I'm sorry for you. And I'm still saying today, let's respect us women. We have come to the same level. You people going to school and learning. We women are doing the same thing. The disrespect should stop. If I had a relationship in my past, all of us have a relationship in our past. If my marriage did not work or my relationship did not work, it means it did not work. Men too go ahead and have relationship that didn't work. It shouldn't be at a disadvantage of the woman. And you learn, go by her criteria, her qualification rather, and check if she's not qualified or criminal record. Bring those criminal record or qualification, and let's tackle the issue. Americans there are not attacking the issue. That's why they are getting backlash. You cannot go and insult the president, then you expect good talk to come to you. People will be there to counteract. Counteract. You have your piece of job to do. Why don't you call the people who are responsible that are not doing the right thing? As a senator, that's his job. Call the man. Investigating. He has the right. Did he call these people and people went and started insulting him? No. He insulted the president. And when he insulted the president, somebody will come at you. And that's why I'm saying Donald Sano came at him. And he is responsible to do that. That's his job. He speaks for the president. They gave analysis of what the president is doing. And if you get at the president, they will get at you too. That's their job. I would not just say somebody who's sitting so badly, you go and get at him. But if you come the way he came at the president, Daniel Sano has the right to go at him the same way too.
Thank you so much. We gotta go.
Thank you.
Kepto, let's hear you quickly, and then there's a reason I'll try to reserve Terry here this evening.
Thank you, brother. So just the contradiction.
Will start saying some things that I need to respond. I will have it without being in a position to respond.
Kepto, Collins are reserving Kepto after Kepto and Collins, and we'll wrap up.
This is the contradiction we speak about. So, Koto, let me just make some correction.
You see what I say?
Stanton were convicted before Bwaka was elected. I remember Jide Hartog used to go out and post Stanton things all out on Facebook. That he was a convicted criminal. Yes, he running campaign for Joseph Bwaka. And in the court, Stanton lawyer pleaded because he was advocating against corruption that was decided, they should spare him. That's why you see Stanton still out today advocating. So he was convicted before Bwaka became president. Okay, so moving.
But you even know the story. Yeah, Mr. So was behind the story. So you even know nothing.
We follow that story to the bone. Yeah. Mr. Sona was not the only one there. At the time when I used to follow GHT, what his name was in the court too, or Michael Gilman were there, or the CEO here were there too. You see me there. I was present, but you don't know. You didn't know me at that time. So when we talk from a point of informed era. So this the thing here, Koto. You cannot say on this platform that bad soul need bad medication. At the same time,
I'm a
at the
nurse.
same time, want to play the victim on this program. You must take a side. You can't be lukewarm. You either be hot or you cold. All right. When you condemn something, condemn it. Amara Kone is a sitting senator. Amara Kone has right to speak his mind. He shouldn't be attacked because he spoke his mind. The president is not a president that has his own mind to deliver. The people around him think for him. The people
Okay, and
around
that's
him
why he
make him
got to
do.
respond.
Okay, so the people he's speaking the truth because if this president could speak his own mind, he will not appoint one person or two persons to the same ministry at the same position at the same time. The president is not doing what he's supposed to do. The president will not tell the finance minister to make money available for renovation at the University of Liberia. Come on and speak about it. The president of the University of Liberia said she receiving the money. The president will do his groundwork before he comes out. The president will not come out and tell Liberian people that he has secured 2,500 scholarship in America when he know it was not something genuine. It was a scam. Only to find out that it was a big scam through his wife's office. And it came out and embarrassed the government. The president will not come out and send somebody to talk about yellow machine that they were paying all that amount for. No, they never had it. His friend, his good friend told him about it. Came out and explained, wrote letter. This to tell you that the president guy, he does not have his mind of his own. People push him. People say things to him and he do it. The president went, I think on the show, yeah, Liberal had a show that night. The president went to a place that the people say they renovated. And I call it chicken nets. And tell Liberal were laughing. The president went to go dedicate the place. When you see the place, even my doorhouse, it will not be like that. That's why the president went to go dedicate. And the president felt embarrassed. The president felt embarrassed. So, Koto, let us speak the truth. Our children, our grandchildren will want to inherit a country
That's why
where
they meant
it will be.
developing your country today. Go there today. You can go anytime.
Oh my
Go
God,
there.
give me a break. Let me
Saying the
just
lying
talk.
about the yellow machine. The yellow machine is right now
Mr.
in your
So, can you
country.
protect me? Can you protect me, Mr. So?
Hello.
You keep calling my name.
Let's, you're not,
The yellow machine right now, your road is better. Everything there is done.
Can
Water
you
there,
protect me?
electricity.
So,
Why you
Mr.
coming
So,
quiet?
so on a serious note, the Unity Partisan, they got thin skin. They do not have the tolerance. They are the first to share blood, but they can't take it. They can't stomach it. The first to shoot the shot, but they can't stomach taking the shot. And that's the problem with the Unity Partisan. Your president, he was the chief promoter of Marcos in our society under President Weah. Joseph Newman Boaka, the chief promoter of Marcos. Today, they are crying. They are crying foul play everywhere. I'm saying I condemn all those things, but look, do unto others as you expect and do unto you as the good word said.
With our culture,
If you're a
we
believer.
probably need to charge you for talking too much tabata here that you can't back up. We need to charge you on the platform.
Liberal, you got no moral right to even speak on this issue.
Yeah, because some of the issues you bring out, those are things that are already done.
Liberal got no moral right. Liberal, when we're talking about moral right to speak, you got no moral right to speak. The CEOs should sanction you on that because you got promoted these things in the past. Thank you, CEO.
Yeah, let Colin speak. Colin, the reason I reserve you is that I wanted to just get a take. I don't know if you have it. What's the outcome of our good folks that are contesting in Minnesota? What are you hearing? The primary, I think there was a primary over now.
Oh, that thing finished.
Yeah, I think. Your man
lost the election by 20.
Your man Russell did not win. He did not go through.
The same thing today. They behind it. CDC people say they can't vote for the mayor. Can you imagine that? Your own benefit because you said the mess up with it. I mean, it's so sad. I can't say we will benefit something for me, then I go against it because we was a president.
Can Terry answer me, please, Terry?
Yeah, I think it's finished, but I really did not partake of it. But I heard that it's finished and Russell did not win.
You are a resident of Minnesota. something. What is responsible for this? It's not the first time.
The man is not well known. He's not. He have not. He's an introvert. He's just trying to try. He need to he need to be more exposed, and I think that's why he's on Spoon. That's why he go to Spoon Talk, so that he can get the exposure needed. I think he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He got good vision, but when it comes to politics, he's not that good in making himself known as the way he's supposed to. And I think the lady that he contended against, the ladies are Cuban. The lady won him by a wide margin. And I think on the Democrat ticket before the election. So I think he was not successful, probably because he claimed that he knocked on over 5,000 people doors. But the truth of the matter is, knocking on doors does not determine that you got a space in the people heart to represent. And this particular election coming up is very crucial for Minnesota, especially given all the intricacies that went on a few days. So I think Sians Better Sisse will be the best person to answer that question. He's ready into everything and all of that. Yeah.
And one thing,
But
Mr. Stowe, let me just add up.
I
win
wanted to just do my closing. But anyway, so go ahead, Cisco.
To win an election, this is what we talk about. The people really had to know you. They had to be glued to you. And most of the events that were going there against the Liberians, I don't think he was visible. And those are things that people look at.
Thank you.
You must be visible to align with them, to be in situation with them.
All the struggle, the protest, nobody ready. The presence was not ready being felt.
Okay.
You see?
That's what they call visibility in politics. Somewhere or the other, you have to be felt by the people. They have to know you. They have to be, supported or protected,
All right.
So
that was the direction of my, our people, the local, you just local, one side. There were a lot of things. You remember recently the fellow who got killed on the job and all of that.
Right. Yes. We talked about it here the last time.
One of the important things our people, they just overlook and they just think people, because look, you just don't, when you just want something, you think you want to make ass out of people and just go to them. No.
What language is that when the board chair is on the board? My goodness.
Let me take it back. I go to board chair. Let me see who take that back.
I think this call for an investigation.
But Mr. So let me just do my own closing now, because Keto will not give me chance to Keto. What I want to say, Mr. So, is that the Keto people then, this platform is a highly respected platform. We do not discuss Tabata here. I cannot remember where Sis Koto were on the platform. We discussed anything regards to women that she did not speak on it.
Fair.
One time she even made statement about how somebody tried to come to her before. If I'm not mistaken, she made statement on that because was speaking on something in regards to rape of the same thing. And she always stand up for women. I must give her that. And we as on this platform, there have been never a time that I remember, even prior to the election, that we discussed anything denigrating in regards to former President Weah with all these shenanigans that Keto been talking about. This platform do not promote that. Therefore, we have the right to our opinion when such comes up. And that is why we are speaking, because we have the right to our opinion and this is our government. So if you can't block us and try to compel us, right, to defend what your government was supposed to defend. It is our responsibility to defend our government for which we support. That is why we are here. We're not going to defend your government for you. You have the right to defend your government for you. That's why Keto is here. So, Mr. So, I think, but my concern was the Deputy Minister of Information, Daniel Sano, his responsibility is to communicate the government policies, programs, decisions, and activity to the Liberian public and media. That means government spokesperson duties, explaining government policies, decision, program, and policy, press relations, public information, government messaging, media engagement, crisis or public communication, public diplomacy and image. That is the deputy minister's position. That is his position. The president did not employ the deputy minister for him to be attacking every political leader, like a senator or a representative, when they say something. So when those statements that he made, I think he need to be reprimanded. And we cannot say that Michelle Obama, she said, when they go low, we go high. That is how you do. One of the reasons why I decided to support support President Booker is because I saw him to be a person that will bring a responsible government. And in a response, we can't do things like CDC. CDC then talking about Marcos. That CDC introduced Marcos. Y'all can remember during Ellington? What y'all did during Ellington? Y'all can remember? I don't know why you're quick to forget. That you're the one introduced Marcos.
All right.
So when you'll be talking about Marcos and things, I don't understand it. Even though we don't do that on the platform, I have never witnessed a time where Labor can on the platform. To me, said Labor can be more diplomatic in that area. You don't even let to talk about it. You understand? So that is what it is. I do not support.
So who can talk about it?
No, you yourself, Mr. So. I never hear you even mention these kind of thing. And that is one of the reasons why this platform is one of the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, look, I know the word I used, it was extreme, or very, very extreme. I think that is unacceptable. I just meant to say probably it's the best way to make fool out of people. But, our people, they just think they can just take people for granted. They just want to be that kind of summertime politician, and when they need it, then that's where you see them. As soon as we finish, right now, after you're never going to see them again. Anything happen in the community, they never show face. When when you see them going somewhere, it means they want something. That's not how it works. You got to be there, rainy days, Sunday, whatever day, because it's all about people to reassure people that you can stand for them. Look at this guy, the librarian. Not even, I even called them, even the other guy. I never saw one statement. You want this councilman, representative, and you can't even, Liberian traditionally, they are unwilling to take a political risk. They don't want to take a political risk. They want to be so much careful things. And I see that because, can you imagine, they got a good representation in Minnesota there. I'm not saying, look at the other guy, the other day you were on Spoon. You looking for people vote. Instead of you being consolatory to fine-tune your message, he was hitting at the Somalia as if Somalia vote is not needed to get him to the point. How can you do that? I don't understand.
Talking for Somalia man was Somalia man. That even
talking about Somalia.
That's why even when Keta is saying here, I used to say bad thing about the sedition. I always used to say, don't tell seditions in a bad thing because you need them. And
but Prophet Key for CDC.
I always
Prophet Key supported George Weah to be president. He came for CDC.
Bad mob seditions. So I don't know where they come from with that story that I talk against seditions. I always told other politicians that you can't call the people seditions, stupid and uneducated. No. I only attack the issue at a time.
Mr. So
and also Mr. So sorry. Can I just say that Aaron Butler, if you feel offended, I'm sorry. Even though you say I fake pastor, but I'm not gonna do that to you. If you feel offended, I meant error. I didn't mean Aaron. So I'm sorry for that if you feel offended. You still my man. Same time we had a small debate with Labor. You are taking vendetta.
Small debate, the one you took the IE color from him. Anyway, the IE color tonight. And you said that small debate. You went here, Jesse.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm ready for you. All right, Mr. So, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time. Please stay away from my show tomorrow. No. Welcome to no. I changed. I'm a changed man.
Mr. So always busy on Thursday.
Yeah. No, Thursday busy. But everyone's welcome on my show tomorrow. We'll have a wonderful, wonderful conversation, Mr. So. Thank you very much. Good night to
Thank you,
all of
Mr.
you.
So.
Thank you. Kato, good to have you. I wouldn't want to pray that people bash her. I mean, you see that. So you're feeling winning the election, you're in the front now. We can't see you, but I only today because the bash you slammed the woman.
No,
out.
my check coming next month. Don't worry, you eat some.
Your what?
Your what?
My check.
Your check? What kind of check?
He said we in the front.
Wow. I see why she lost in the Bahamas.
So when you get check, who all can eat your check now?
Mr. So we eat some.
Good night. Too much. Thank you so much. Okay, folks, that does it. I want to thank you so much this evening. I know we went extremely over the time. That's it. But we really want our folks to get involved into the politics, and they shouldn't limit themselves only to the Liberian community, because first, our people, they don't even like to vote. That's the problem. And I don't know, if you can't vote, if you can't validate your vote is your true representation of who you are and what you want. So if you know you have that credential, that document to vote, you got to do it. And those of our folks who want to take political offices, don't just do it the Liberian way, because you need other people to add up to that number. And that's where you have to be conciliatory. That's where you need to really reach out. This is where you need to be a good listener, because you got to reach out to both people that disagree with you. But because, and one of the problems that I've seen from last election, the politics of Liberia has been transferred here so much to the extent that it becomes so bitter. Other people, you didn't support my party, the other person doesn't support my party, and people wage some sort of campaign against it. And that's why sometimes in certain places, certain times, you got to be very strategic when you want to do things, because if you don't do it, you can take positions, but it must be based on principles and ideology. But when you take it on personal level and you begin to just go gutter with people, then of course you're going to offend their supporters. And when you offend their supporters, they're going to be a political payback. That's what we're seeing happening here. But having said that, this weekend, let me just show you this. We're gonna be inside here. We're gonna be part of our own state governance. We Lpr are gonna be there. So I'm hoping to have a conversation. So you were recently at our inaugural ball, and one of the challengers was there, and there being a sort of conversation in the community. Oh, why the governor is here and the other person seeking election is here? It's our independence. Liberians have the right, even if he's governor now, we have the right to know, or we have the right for he to tell us why we should send him back to State House as a governor. What is in there for us? So all of these people, they have the right to speak to us. So we will be at the government meet and greet, conference or meetings with cross sections of Liberians. And it's important, we want to encourage all Liberians to show out. Any other state for that matter, we have, whether you're Democrats, whether you are Republicans, you have to make your presence known. We complain, the Hispanic people everywhere. Yes, they are everywhere because they are involved. They are not just spectators. They are they take the front row. So we need to do that. We need to do that. I mean, voting, you can work, but for God's sake, make sure you get your vote in before you go. Make sure you listen to the candidate that you strongly believe in, that align with your political ideology. It's very, very, very vital. And we're going to reach out to the other candidate as well, Helen. If the last election, she very came close. We're going to see what happens. So this Saturday, we're going to be live at this event. With the hope of to hear from him what is in it for the Liberian community in the ocean state of Rhode Island if he's to go back to the State House. Having said that, I'm Alfonso Zienso. I want to thank you so much. If this is the first time, we say we wholeheartedly welcome you. If we didn't meet your expectation tonight, that's not the end of the world. Next time we will, setting to do. Always share your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions as to how we can enhance quality broadcasting in this tough times of our country. Let's have these conversations. We must come with tolerance. We must come with a line of reasoning. Let's have these civil conversations, round-table conversations. I listen to you, you listen to me, and see what is applicable for the good of our country. We want to thank you so much for your time, Evelyn. Thank you so much, always as usual, for your support. Of course, it is expected. So thank you to Mr. Patrick Collier. Good to have you here. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you so much. And all of you, Emmanuel, Tia, thank you so much. Of course, the rescue uncle himself, Clarence Davis, Mr. Prince Sharif. Thank you so much. We hope to always have you here. You always add value to this conversation from day one. Since our establishment into this business, you have been one of our committed follower here. Whether we agree, they call you name, deliberate, and we say, okay, but you're still consistent. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, there are no child can come into politics business. So you got to get a turn thick skin, because if you're going to get mad, that means you're going to get mad with everybody, and you're not going to get anybody on your side. Some people start talking from the rough. Some people is in the middle. Some people in the end. What is important is to end the conversations, to look for those keywords, to look for those words of substance, to look for those main points that he or she tries to say. Going to We Are There, thank you so much for being here. Folks, every good thing must come to our end. Mr. Emmanuel Broad, we are glad to have you here. To always give you all your comments. My man, Stephen, Mr. Sly, good to have you. Hopefully, to my next trip in Minnesota, we got to see you, my man. We can't just be meet online. That's all about it. Until then, folks, have a pleasant evening by God's willing. Same time, join the Liberal Progressive tomorrow. Just get your talent all prepared, because he and the man Terry, they come into Tabata all day tomorrow. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.